So today we'll talking about more advantage about this selection tool, and we are creating with this selection some of the illustrations. So let's get started. Now this is the selections about lips and rectangular marquee tool, and we can here see that this is the sum of the button, this is the add button, this is the subtract button. So this two button is really important, because if you are just selected here, just select some of the areas, then again select some of the areas, it's gone. Okay, then we have to click this add button, so we can add to more selection like this. And now if you are applying to this like this is the creating a new layer, and then you can apply to the color into this. Okay, then Command D for deselect and delete this layer. I'm just showing again, just I'm going to lips tool, lips marquee tool, and then select the area, just hold and shift, then if perfect, nice marquee tool, and then I'm going to not gonna add, I'm going to just subtract some of the areas. So just drag it and then shift to perfectly, and then just hold the space button, then move it the perfectly whatever you want. Just click it and then it's subtracted. You see, I'm going to change the color about yellowish. So then make a new layer right there, a new layer. This is called layer on, and then Alt and backspace. So what we are creating, this is a perfect moon, this is a not perfect, this is a half moon. Now just Command D and then move tool, then move into a side like that. Then again I'm going to create a new another layer, and then just marquee tool selected, and then created something like that, and then add something like that, and then again add, and then shift key, then you can move this selection just something like that. So this is the whenever you add, so selection it is add into the more selected. So this is where I want, so I'm gonna subtract somewhere the area, so just subtract button, and then I'm gonna subtract with the rectangular marquee tool. Now it is just selected this over there. You can see this is the button here, the add button and subtract. So I wanna subtract, so this is the selected, and then I'm going to subtract like this. Okay, like this. So what is that? You know, just color it, then you can see it. So whatever I'm created, just Alt and backspace and Command D, then move tool and move into here. So this is our moon and this is our cloud. Oh, it is nice and perfect illustration. You can make it your own. So you can see here, this is the problem because of we are talking about before the previous video, because of feather added. I forget to change the feather. So or we can see here the 0 with the marquee tool, see that the 7 I'm going to 0. So you can just select this two layer and Ctrl and Command T, it's for transformation, and make into just a little down. You can make it smaller, bigger, something like that, and then I'm going to put in here and click enter. Or then you can make it more multiple copy. How can I copy it? This is one, Ctrl Command G, just back it. I'm just holding Alt and then copy it somewhere you want. Or you can create some of the different type of clouds that's make better scene. Okay, so what can I do? just I'm gonna make another layer, and then just right button click, and this is the rectangular marquee tool. This is, I'm just creating it like that, and then to this color. What color we have to do there? More bluish, something like that. Okay, then place Alt, Control and Command D. That's make it whatever we make it. So I'm gonna show you what I want to make. So again, the rectangular marquee tool and create something like that, and I'm gonna like to do with white, not perfectly white, something like yellowish, then Alt and backspace, Control and Command D. You see, it is a window, and I'm gonna make it a building or a city. Enter environment. Just, and what can I do you? Just make it selection, and then again color selected. It's not gonna a idea, so I'm just deselected and press V for move tool. Okay, or you can manually just choose move tool and Alt, and I'm sorry because I applied the color the same layer, that's why the two element are moved. So I'm gonna do that. Control Command G again and again, just selection, and then again create a new layer, and then Alt and backspace. So the color applied and in the new layer, and then just something like that, and something like that. It is the window. So I'm just gonna just select this first layer and the last layer. It is gonna select the all the windows, and then I'm going to copy this four like this, Alt and backspace, something like that, Alt and backspace, something like that, Alt and Shift. Oh, it's one missing, so again Alt, it's something like that. So this is a complete city. We gotta see here, just move it around like this, or your arrow key, move it to like this. So this is, we are made into just tiny about this selection. Okay, so I'm just Control and Command just selected, and Control and Command G is for group it. You see the all there into the collapse in a group. So just like it, and you can see on and off button. So this is the all I have. So you can create just another layer and just creating a different selection and different type of art, something like illustration with Photoshop and into the basic class. Okay, so there is the selection. We do all have to understand there's, and what gonna do is add and subtract to selection, and then color applied and something like that. And then I'm going to talking about this lasso tool. What is the lasso tool? This selection tool have just a perfect selection or rectangle. You can do it. Control D, deselect, and these are the ellipse tool, the perfect ellipse, perfect circle, you can create it. But these are the lasso tool, you can create your freestyle, something like that. It is free. So Control and Command G. If I am going to something like that, okay, this is not perfect selection. I'm going to make a bird, and then Alt and backspace, Control and Command D. It's something like a bird. So this I'm going to Alt and just copy it. You can do it too. So it is just basic. You can do it to the bird and make it a city. You can copy it, say entire group, just like that. Control and Command T and make it smaller. Then again, Control and Command D, Control Command T, and make it smaller or bigger, the bigger one. So you can make it your own style, your artist. You can make it anything, whatever you want with this selection. So this is just basic selection. So I'm going to create a hill with this tool. So just back into the background, then create a layer over to the background, just behind the all object. So then I'm going to make it something like that. It's about a hill, or something like it, or oh, it's not perfect. I'm going to subtract this rectangular tool and subtract something like that. So I'm going to make it a selection, and then any color. What is the hill color? I don't know, something like a brownish, and then Alt and backspace, Control and Command D, and you can see it's nice. It's kind of like a hill or trees, something. So you can do it anything, whatever you want with this selection. Even you can do it too with this. This is the lasso tool, and you can do add, subtract, whatever you want. So I'm gonna talking about a subject selection. So you can do it the polygonal lasso tool. There is the magnetic tool. So what is the magnetic lasso tool I'm talking about? So I have an image here. So this is the another image. So we all talking about this. We're gonna change the background with the magnetic tool. The magnetic tool, you can select the subject or whatever, the easy, not the complex one, just easy background. So you can see you find the what is the background and what is the subject. So this magnetic tool, the magnetic with the lines, if you see, I'm just clicking here and just drag it into this line. I'm going to like this way. This is very easy way to do it, that, and select the subject, something like that, and just very carefully over in there, because there is not perfectly okay. So nice. Okay, it is easy because there is a perfect outline. So Photoshop gonna know, and lasso tool gonna, the magnetic gonna know the outlines. Where is that? And this is the place, and I am going to something like that, and going to click here to, and you can see the subject is selected. So there is, don't worry about it. I'm just running the basic. We can fix it. The more advantage about the later chapter, later class, later tutorial. Okay, then this is enough selection. I love it. It's gonna a good work. So what can I do now? We can do now the copies this subject. How we do it? The Control and Command J. Just copy this background from this, and just clicking about the vault, and this where you can see it. There is no background. Let's separate the layer. It's copied with selection where we are selected. Okay, then another layer we can create it, and it's behind the subject, and then we're gonna fill it into a color. So what color do you like it? Blue, red, or something like red, something like that. Okay, this is red. I'm gonna show you, and apply to the entire whole layer. So how can I apply the color? Alt and backspace. Now change the background. It's done. So it's so easy. You can make it your own. You can make it this type of illustration with this selection, with this basic selection. So it's easy. Just try it. If you forget it, once again this video. So it is on time. So I'm gonna off this. Okay, bye bye.